All right, welcome back to Tom's Garage, boys and girls. Part 2. That was original engine. We pulled out of the shed first. We decided not to use because of the crankshaft keyway. But the second engine we tried to use, of course, you seen in the video yesterday, it runs. But it's got something funky going on with the carburetor. I tried to clean it, get it run better, and now, of course, I broke that seal. Now the primer ain't working. And looking at this engine here, I got it in the vise right here. I was going to spin it over and see. I don't know what the heck's going on there. I can see the crankshaft turning. Huh. So I'm going to rob the auto choke off of this one. I don't have a backing plate, which is fine. We could probably use another primer style backing plate. Just I guess. Of course, this, I think I robbed that little spring off of this one time. But anyway, I got another one up there. We found the spring for this one that was missing behind that tin back there. Yeah, because this used to be a auto choke. This one we converted to primer start because we robbed the auto choke off this one and put on the snappy. One day it's been quantum week around here. I love being caught up with nothing to do, man. I just get to play with my stuff. Play with my stuff. Let's pull this engine apart. I want to find out what that noise is. Sounds like it's coming from under the flywheel housing. Yeah. And I can tell it ain't got no compression. We're not going there again. Okay. Let's see, I'm going to set all this stuff over here. I got so many engines tore apart. I still got one quantum engine out there in the shed that's a primer start. I don't remember anything about it. But that's for next winter. I see that bolt right there is already missing. It holds the bottom of the gas tank, the 3/8 headed bolt. Good. Let's see, I don't know if this thing's got any fuel in it. I don't know. Handed in a little hose clamp. Fuel line shut off clamps. I made them myself. Let's get that fuel line off. I'm going to turn this little heater off under here and slide it over because I don't want to dribble gasoline on it. If it's got any in it. Good. Whew. What is going on with this little engine? Little engine. Yeah, I drained all the oil out of this one too at one time. One time. I am curious what is going on under there. I got this flywheel brake pulled back with a piece of wire. Oh, that's inside the engine. That's probably going to be a camshaft. Let's pull this head off. I'm curious to see if that cam is even turning. It sounds like it's not. Sounds like it's snot. Grab a 1/2 inch. I could have just pulled that plug out and stuck my eyeball in there to look. I'll just pull this head off. Let's just pull the head off. Better get all the bolts. Oh, I gotta take this cover off. I gotta take that muffler guard off. Come here, brother. Okay. Well, did I miss a? Yeah, I did. I missed a bolt right there. So you ain't supposed to stick that well there, boy. There we go. I knew there was 8. Yeah, we ruined that head gasket. That's fine. Hey, oh, the piston ain't moving. This thing has slung a rod. Cam's working. Slung her little rod. Isn't dead. Now it's locked up. Yep. Oh well. Well, we know this engine is junk. Now let's rob the auto choke off of it. Yeah. Now I don't feel bad about parting it out. All right, I got your little vane here. Let me do something with all these screws. Put them right there. Okay. Get the carburetor off. Oh, John Clem called me this morning, asked me if I can do another carburetor video. And I'm just driving Mark Meadows absolutely nuts with this series. I love it. Dr. Lou, driving him nuts with this series too. Don't worry guys, tomorrow's Monday. It's part 6 will be out. You'll see what we did. You'll see what we did. Okay, I'm gonna want this bracket. I want that bracket. And of course we gotta have this tin that runs down through here because it's got this extra part up here that holds that spring for the choke vane. Yep, gotta have that. And that is a 1/4. Can I get to it with the way the engine is sitting? Let me grab a wrench out of here. Grab that wrench right there, a little 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch wrench. Let me lower the camera for you. One little screw right under here. Right there. I'm hoping with that Toro right there that we can get to this screw. See, right now we'll have to pull the engine back off just to get to that one screw way under there holding this tin. Because see, this tin ends here and it don't have a place to put the spring and stuff we're gonna need for the choke. But I'm thinking I could pop this off right here. Pop that little cover off. And I believe we can access that screw from under here. You just got a couple of, let's see, you got one screw there. That's all I see. Yeah, you just have one screw, I believe, holding this on. Anyway. Because I had to pull the engine back off of that one when I converted it to auto choke. The way the front of that deck is designed, you just couldn't get to it. Couldn't get to it. See, this is that little clip right there we need. The primer start ends here and it doesn't have any of this, so no big deal. So we're converting that one back to auto choke. I just don't have a backing plate. I'll have to figure something out. That's all right. Because we're going to get it running. For now, I just want to hear that thing run and we'll come across a proper backing plate one these days. I bet I have probably 6 or 8 more junk engines by the time springtime rush is over. All right, that's what we need. Yeah, I love it when a customer brings me something and it's not worth fixing. Maybe the engine's bad. And when I call them, I always ask them and tell them, you know, it's not worth fixing, whatever. I said, you want me to go ahead and just put it on the recycle pile, let my recycle guy come and get it? And 90% of the time they'll say, yeah, they don't want to be bothered having to come get it if it ain't no good. And I get all these juicy parts, coils and mufflers and valves. And I love parting stuff out if it ain't no good. Okay, we got the cool tin, got the carburetor, got the weather vane, we got this bracket. All right, next thing we need to do, this muffler, because we're going to need this actuator. We'll rob the muffler. I don't know if we're going to use this muffler. Yeah, I'm sure we will, yeah. Because that muffler over there's got a little bit different shape. Trying to position this thing in a way that I can get to that muffler. Okay. Get to the muffler. Let's grab a quarter socket. Get that cover off there because it's hiding one of the mounting bolts. Deflector. Don't let it fall on you, boy. Let me see how well I got this thing. Well, let's just lay this thing over. I don't trust it being in that vise. I think I unscrewed my vise too far. Now I can't get it to thread back. There it goes. Yeah, we're good. That's the last thing we'll need is that muffler. Give me my socket back screw. Pow. Get the tabs out of the way. Grab your 7/16 socket. There it is. All right, that's what we need. That whole mechanism. Whole mechanism. I'm curious. Are you curious? Let's pull this cover off. Let's put this thing in the vise over here. I'm gonna pop this sump cover off. I'm curious what in the world is wrong with it. It'll take just a minute. I know you're curious too. Everybody's curious. Curious. Okay, let's see. Grab my 3/8 socket. Pop this cover off. I can find all the bolts. There's one. There's one. There's one. That's back in the good old days when you still had an oil drain plug on the bottom. I guess they quit putting them on there to save money. I guess it was a money issue. All right, let's see. 7. I was thinking there were 8 screws. I could be missing one because I don't see it. I know y'all just knock it off, Tom, and get that cover off. I want to see. Okay, hurry. I'd say that was probably due to lack of maintenance. Now let's take a look in here. Oh yeah, boy, it slung a rod. It broke the rod right off the bottom of the connecting rod. Broke the cap right off. There's another piece of it there. That's what it is. Let's see, I'm curious. I'm gonna see if I can push that piston back out. Hurry, Tom, we want to see the piston. Big screwdriver, and we'll just force that thing out somehow or another. Oops, there it goes, right across the floor. Oh yeah, look how eat up the side of that thing is. Wow. Yeah, I'd say so. Ooh, look at them! Look at that cylinder wall. I'm trying not to touch this camera because it's got. Yeah, this thing is eat up. Boy, look at that. Ew. Now I got oil all over my camera. That was just a little unnecessary bonus footage for you because I know you were just as curious as I was what happened to it. Yeah, this one does have the plastic cam. Another little piece. I'm gonna get that gear off there. I want to pull this cam out. Get it into a position where we can. It should come out right there. The cam's still good. We'll save that cam. Whew. Let's see, my prognosis is it didn't receive enough maintenance in its life. But it was a good little engine. Ominous Dominus, we're gonna miss it. Let's walk over here to the poster. Let's look and see. I think it just got low in oil. Didn't receive enough maintenance. Oh, let's see. It'll be scored, and it is scored, and it's broken there. Yeah, let's see. Common effects, engine manual, lubricant, discoloration, connecting rod, all the journals. See how it's broke. Let's take a little gander at the crankshaft, see if we can see any discoloring with the rod cap. The rod cap. Yeah, it's got some discoloring. And do. Ooh, look at that crankshaft. Wow, that thing is eat up. I was trying to get that off a second ago. Anyway, we will commence to convert back to auto choke. Auto shock. Set the camera here. Now I've got, well, that's why I don't like doing it, because it gets oil all over everything. Phew. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with this engine, just start pulling it apart. Okay, let me lower the camera a little bit. Aim it down a little bit. All right. Well, I made a mess over here. Goodness gracious, I have. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I messed with this thing yesterday. Of course, it lost its ability to, lost its seal. I had to put 2 gaskets on there and it still wouldn't help it. I'm trying to remember that trick Wayne was telling me how to, using that HVAC metal tape, that chrome looking, that Alabama chrome tape. I'll get these gaskets off here. I want to see where, if it's sealed. Come on, little gasket, let go. Grab a little screwdriver. Grab a little screwdriver. Try not to hurt this gasket. You can see it sealed right there a little bit. The lines, it ain't got no lines. There's a little bit of line right there, but none of this was sealing. Because these things get warped right there. You can see the impression there and there a little bit, but none of this was sealed. You can physically see how warped that thing is. I don't know. That's why I do not like the primer starts. I'd be a fan if they work. I have taken, I'll show you what I had to do a couple of times. You can go to the hardware store, Home Depot, wherever, and go in the plumbing section. You can buy a square of this. Plumbers use that for something. So I made a gasket out of it. And believe it or not, it worked. You can get it in 2 thicknesses. That thick one, that right there works. It don't last long because the gasoline will eventually eat it up, make it swell, and it'll run in about a season. It'll last about 1 season, and it'll get too soft and it'll block that hole because it swells. Okay, that's enough for me running my mouth. Come on, Tom. Golly, I'm gonna quit watching your videos. got to do something with the feet on this tripod. Every time I move it, I can see it. I can hear it in the video, just boom, boom, boom. I know that's aggravating to have to listen to. This is where we dribble a little bit of gash. Yep, dribbling a little bit of gash. Set this over here. I'll tell you what, let's do first. Let's do this first. I want to make doubly sure. And I can get to that little screw by pulling that off, that cover. We might get lucky. We might get lucky. Let's walk around here and pull that cover off. See, I don't see any other screws holding it on. Maybe a little clip or something we don't see. I've never pulled one of them covers off, so I don't know. I don't know. It certainly feels like something's holding it. I bet there is another screw in there somewhere. I know that motor mount bolt don't go through it. There's got to be another screw somewhere. Yep, right there. Haha. Figured there was. Alright, where's that screw? Oh no, we're not going to be able to do it. It's not going to give us what we need. That thing is way down yonder. Right there. It's too far in. It's right there. There ain't no way we can get to it, I don't believe. I might be able to get it with that end wrench. That'd be better than taking this engine back off. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go ahead and tackle that. Poor old tripod, I tell you, it's broken so many times. Okay, grab the wrench, let's grab a little flashlight. Boom. It wouldn't be nothing just to pull them two bolts out and just loosen that one. This engine will shift upwards. And I can get a, if we have to, we will. I couldn't do this with that snapper over there because of the way the deck comes way up. Guess I'm going to change my channel name to the Quantum Leap channel. I might get a copyright. You stole my show's name. Now let's see if we got our fingers in there. Not quite. Not quite. We'll keep going. We'll just keep going. I bet if I go ahead and take that carburetor off, relieve the pressure up here, it'll release this little screw a little better. Right now I think it's got it in a little bind. Yeah, it is. Let's go ahead and pop this carburetor off. There, nice and pretty. come right out for us. Boy, you ought to see what I've done right there. That's why this thing made that funny noise when I cranked it yesterday. Look what I've done here. I got that belt all boogered up in there. We'll have to pull this cover off and get that belt on there correctly. We will. Yeah, boy. I didn't pay attention to that when I put it back together. When I stuck that engine on there, let's walk around here and pull these 2 screws out that holds that cover. Well, gotta go the other way. Well, look at the mess I've made right there. Woo! Yeah. All right, I want that screw right there. And that one right there. All right. Now the cover can come off. We can, hope we ain't hurt that belt. We didn't run this thing for just a couple of seconds yesterday. Honestly, I'm gonna have to take this blade and everything off. Well, maybe not. What I'll do, where's my clamp? Oh, it's up there. What I'll do is engage the drive. Engage the drive, that way it'll pull the belt tight and it'll go back in there correctly. Yeah, that belt's nice and tight now. Set the camera up, see if we can. Why is it no? You always got to. There we go. That bolts are still sticking in there, wouldn't let me push it back up. All right, now we'll go back around here again. Put these 2 screws back in there. Let's see. I might have just pulled that cover back off. Pushed it. I did left my wrench over there too, so let me grab that. Careful, that thing's plastic. All right, got that part fixed. Whew. There, that's good. Now we can release the drive. Now we can get the other cooling tin put back on there. Put that on there, put that on there. Take this bolt out. Get this back on there. Get behind that. Perfect. Let's see if I can contort myself to get this back in. At least we can see it, you know, with this cover taken off. That was the problem when I was trying to do that snapper. I couldn't see what I was doing. Here. That's going crooked. How long was this video so far? 35 minutes? That'd be another hour. All right, got that on there. Now we'll get this on there. Let's see. We're going to use, don't really matter, but yeah, we'll use this one. Yeah, this one goes with the primer start. Yeah, I remember that now. Let's see, this one went there. There's the 2 carburetor bolts. This one goes here. All right, so far it looks good. Now we'll tighten this bolt down there. All right, good. Well, we still got to get this cover off because we've got to get that vane put back on there. Yep. All right. Let's get this cover put back on. We're finished down here. Screws lined up. Got to figure it out. Yeah, there's actually 3 screws that hold this on. We got that one started. There's actually 3. There's another cover I got to go over there and get. It goes over that, and then you got 1 bolt that goes through it. Let's go over here and dig it out of this box. Let's see, what did we do with it? I remember seeing it yesterday, knowing I was going to need it. And then we got to find that screw that went through that cover. I know I probably put it in there somewhere. I don't see it. I don't see that screw. Somebody stole it. What did I do with it? I know I took it out of that box because I was going to need it. Let's see. Let's look around over here. A little piece of plastic. Stick it up there. Nope. Don't know what I did with it. Let me pause. Let me dig around for this piece of plastic I laid somewhere so I wouldn't lose it. Wow. It took me about a half an hour to find it. I forgot where I put it so I wouldn't lose it. Okay, this goes right there like that. Somehow or another. Clips in there like that. Clips in there like that. And here's a shoulder bolt that goes with it. Okay. I'm surprised I saved all that stuff. It's been taken apart for months. Months and months. Okay. We are done under there. So we will stand it back there. Get this stuff out of the way. We're not going to need this. Okay, slide all this out of the way. Okay, get that cover off. Pick up where we left off. Let's see, let me spin this thing sideways so I don't have to keep walking around the table. All right, let's get this muffler out. All right. What exactly is the difference between a primer start and a auto choke muffler? You can see it's got a big indentation right here for this mechanism. That's the difference. That's the difference. All right. Okay, let me hit pause. I'm gonna let this camera charge for just a few minutes. Yeah, we're down to, yeah, let me let it charge for a few minutes. All right, let's continue this fiasco. Yeah, I had to take a few minutes and clean up my big old mess I was making in here. Good Lord, I had stuff everywhere. I did. Get the spring put back on there correctly. Every time I do that, I can hear Arch just cringe. Okay, what's next? The wind vane. All right. Put that on there like yonder. Get it in the lever. Make sure it goes in there correctly. I popped that bowl off, made sure everything's nice and clean, and it was. Surprisingly clean carburetor. Y'all had to miss that part. All right. All right. Now for the little spring. It goes from right yonder to right. yonder. Now the choke works. All right. Now for the starter cover. We're getting there. And that magnet, every time I take a cover off, it always stops right there. It always grabs my housing. Let me try to put it back on. And that's the wrong housing, because that's a primer start housing. We got to go find another housing. Find a auto choke housing. Do we have one? Let's see, this one is a primer start, I believe. We'll have to use the one that came off that other engine over there. There it is, laying right there. I'll show you the difference. This is the one we need. It's got a little bit bigger opening for that wind vane right there. Stringing that one looks pretty good. Come on, baby. Squeeze in there for me. Make sure that goes in there correctly. Yeah, see, it's got an extra opening for that. So we can't use this or that one. Put the screws back in it. Two long ones go in the front. Two short ones go in the back. Can't forget to put the dipstick back in there. Okay, put the dipstick back in there, boy. After you dump oil everywhere. Grab a rag. I took this dipstick tube off there while it was laying upside down, you know, and it filled up with oil, and I just dumped it all over it. I did. I did. Okay, for my next trick, put the fuel tank back on there. Oop, I just lost a screw somewhere. Where did it go? I heard it hit somewhere. I'm sure it went in the floor. There it is. So I think, yeah, there it is over there. Make sure you don't lose your little spacer. Let's see, let me get on this side of you there, little camera. Get this one started. Find the hole. This big old back end on this thing, I can't see the, can't get my eyeball down there to see the hole. Where is the hole? There it is. Raise the camera so you can see it better. All right. I guess I got that one cross-threaded. Okay. Go ahead and hook the fuel line up and let it be filling up. Make sure it ain't gonna leak. Might have to replace that needle in the seat. Well, if we have to. Okay. Don't forget to put the little deflector back on there. Little deflector. I don't know what this engine come off of to require that deflector that way, but we'll put it back on there. We'll put it back on there. Okay. Okay. Now let's spin this thing around. Let's make sure there's nothing laying on the table anywhere. Nothing laying on the table. It's like a bunch of grass. Ooh, my stomach's growling. I'm always in the house frying chicken. Oh, I love fried chicken. Get rid of this. All right, let me check the oil. We lost a little bit. That's perfect. Perfect. Okay. Carburetor's not leaking anywhere. Plenty of gas in it. Well, there's only one thing left to do. All right. Y'all know what that is. There's no little screws and stuff laying on the table. I don't want to get hit. All right. I can feel it. I can feel it. Make sure I got the spark plug hooked up. Oh yeah. What a mess I have made here now. Well, it runs, but it don't run 100% good to me. I think it might need a new carburetor, which would be pretty cheap to do. But she runs. All right, saved another one. Let's raise it back up and finish putting its trim and stuff on there. It's got a little, it's got just a little hesitation. Well, that compressor never ran like that. Oh, I got the space heater plugged into the thing here. And let that power strip cool off. I had this little space heater plugged in the same power strip as the air compressor, and of course it just tripped it, so didn't think about it. Now we got to see what we're going to do about a backing plate. I hate to have to use a primer backing plate. I mean, it ain't got no hole in it right there, so it ain't going to do nothing. That's what we'll do. We'll just use this. Sounds like a good deal there. Sounds like a kosher deal there, Pickle. Put the gasket on there. Oh, we got to take that back off. She's a primer start again, or a auto choke again, so we'll take that off. We'll take that off. Well, hold it right there. There we go. Get that out of there. Okay, grab your 3 little screws. 1, 2, and leaves that one. Yep. There we go. Careful, big boy. Careful. Well, I don't know where that one went. Where'd you go, little screw? There it goes. I heard it fall. Where did it go? Well, there it is. Oh. All right, let's grab a new air filter. This one ain't new, but it's good. Yeah, we'll have to use this because it's got a little indentation on there. You can't just put another cover on there. This is an auto choke primer start. Frankenstein. Well, I guess this, I gotta put that through here. was gonna say, I guess sometime this spring when my water hose thaws out, I can wash this thing. Real hard there, buddy. Yeah, I may go ahead and order a new carburetor for that thing. They're cheap. Okay, where's my little Phillips bit? Yeah, we still got a bunch of snow on the ground. Here it is. Let's see, today's Sunday, 12th, and it snowed, what, Friday? But this is the first day in 2 days we've had sunshine, sun come out. Let me walk out here with you and I'll show you. All the ice has finally melted out of the trees, man. It was just a winter wonderland out there. Down south, man, we got a lot of ice. Still got a lot of snow on the ground. Backyard's still completely covered. Whew. My poor old trailer's still covered. All right, Toro 22 cycler. You know what I could do? I've got another cover out there in the shed that says Toro on it instead of Craftsman. That's what I'll do. I'll get that. Well, all right, boys and girls, thanks for watching another tunnel video. Save another one. Little quantum that could, and it did. Well, I got 2 big mowers now, ready to go. A little snappy in the Toro. I like those ergonomic handlebars. Ergonomic. Well, hey man, thanks for watching another video. And oh, there it is right there. Yeah. Haha, Toro. Yeah, we'll use this one. Very good, very good. Let's do that real quick. That's gonna bother me. That's gonna bother me. That's gonna bother me. Gotta hurry though, my battery's about to die. It's a Craftsman. No, it's a Toro. It's a Toro Craftsman. It's a primer auto choke with a Craftsman. You know what? This may not work. Hey, man. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, that'll work. Now it's just Toro. Now nobody knows I had to swap engines. I can get another $50 for it. So no, I only used it on Sundays at the church next door. Why is it not screwing in? There we go. Nope, I missed it. Let me get on this side so I can see what I'm doing. Can't find the hole. Where's the hole? There it goes. That ain't right. I think these screws here may be too long. Let me use these 2 screws here that came with it. Yeah, those are much shorter screws. That's what it is. The screws are too long. Proper. Leave them right in there. still gonna be able to use this. No, we're not. Yeah. This little piece, I gotta go dig in the shed out there and find the correct piece of trim for it, because this ain't gonna work now. Anyway, I'll get this in the shed somewhere out there, so. Oh, y'all are tired of hearing me ramble anyway, I know. Thanks for watching another Time Dolby video. I love you guys. Thanks for your support. Saved another one. We got 2 ready to go. Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we got about 6 push mowers ready to go for the springtime. Love y'all. Take care of each other. Holler if you need me, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.